With Demi Lovato still hospitalized, the fate of her second documentary hangs in the air. Right now, the only thing that Demi Lovato should be focusing on is healing from her drug overdose. Everything else comes second. Hi everyone, I'm Kate DeRocher, and if you've been following the Demi news, you know how important her recovery is. It's been 6 days since Demi was rushed to the hospital after OD'ing on opioids. The singer clung to her life and thankfully woke back up. But that doesn't mean Demi's in the clear just yet. Almost a week later, Demi is continuing to fight for her health and reportedly is experiencing complications like nausea and a high fever. Doctors are still deciding on when Demi can safely be released, but one source for TMZ says, quote, "She is under the care of medical experts and is expected to make a full recovery." All of us here at Hollyscoop, along with all of you, are praying for Demi to come out of this even stronger. But it will, of course, be an upward battle for the star. She'll have to put everything else on hold in order to take the time she needs to heal from her relapse. So that's why it only makes sense that the release of her second documentary is the first thing to take a back seat. Reports say that YouTube has decided to put a hold on the sequel to Simply Complicated, which was Demi's first highly watched documentary. In the autobiographical documentary, Demi stripped it down to the bone and was very open about her struggles with addiction and an eating disorder. The whole thing was so brave and inspiring. So producing a second one wasn't even a question. Take a look for yourselves.
I felt out of control with the coke the first time that I did it. My dad was an addict and an alcoholic.
It's heartbreaking, I know, and her relapse is devastating. So that's why with Demi's health taking a turn for the worse, a YouTube exec has announced a new documentary, which has been filming for the past year, will no longer be released in the fall as planned. Instead, it'll be pushed back to at least 2019. The executive said, quote, "We put the pause button on. We want her to get well and she'll decide what she wants to say about this. She's had real struggles and she's trying so hard. And I think the outpouring of sympathy for her is reflective of the way she shared her battle so publicly and so honestly." I couldn't agree more with YouTube's decision to halt the production. I'm not sure what we'll see in the sequel, but chances are that a lot of the content will change now, as Demi has even more of her story to tell. And before she can do that, the most important thing is for her to fully recover first. YouTube is only helping her do just that. Complicated was released last fall and has been watched almost 20 million times since. Since it went over so well, fans were left wanting more of Demi. So the second release was meant to follow her life over the past year and dive even deeper into her struggles. So the documentary is not canceled, don't worry guys, but we will have to be patient and wait a bit longer to see it. I, for one, can wait as long as possible because all I want is for Demi to pay attention to herself. Her work and her fans can wait. Do you feel the same as me? Let me know your thoughts by commenting now. And to stay up to date on Demi's recovery, subscribe to Hollyscoop and take a look at our last story.